everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before starting this vlog, I need to turn you round. This is behind the camera. Many a horse. Many a horse over there as well. And behind here, another horse. So that is the current scenes around me. This little grey guy here literally stalked me throughout my whole walk. Literally for the last 30 minutes it's been behind me. I don't know if you can see there as well, if I can focus the camera, but that is another horse. My car is surrounded in horse. But as said in my last vlog, I am wanting to, in every single vlog, show you a different part of the forest, and with that share some New Forest facts. And with that, once a week on Instagram and TikTok, and also my YouTube shorts, will be my new series, which is exploring the New Forest. And as I say, every single week somewhere new with lots of information. And I'm actually going to start this vlog doing a little exploration of the forest in one of my favourite villages, which is Berley. I'll tell you all about Berley, but I do actually want to start with one fact. Well, I say fact, well it is a fact. Prime example as why feeding the New Forest ponies, touching the New Forest ponies and treating them as a non-wild horse is finable because of this. And what comes with this is, unfortunately, many more pony accidents on the road. The New Forest ponies, specifically here in Berley as well, because it's such a tourist, because it's such a well-loved spot by many people, as you'll see as the video continues, there are lots of wildlife. There are lots of horses, donkeys, the cows, and they're all very tame, and they really shouldn't be tame. So you shouldn't be feeding them anyway because you don't know what you're feeding them. It might be harmful to the horse, but equally the tamer they are, the more confident they are around vehicles, the more they cross the roads, and we really want to be preventing that from happening, protecting the New Forest and protecting its wildlife, which obviously includes the New Forest ponies. And however lovely it is to have beautiful New Forest ponies all around the car right now, and obviously it is very surreal. This car's actually just left by the side of me, and you can see that there are more over there. One guy here, the guy at the back, I don't know how I'm actually going to be leaving. Literally have no idea how I'm going to be getting out of here in a second. But however wonderful it is to literally be surrounded by the New Forest ponies, it is less lovely for them in reality, because they are more prone to not staying around for very long, which is not very good. So yeah, number one fact, if you're coming to the New Forest, don't feed, don't touch the wild horses, leave them to be wild, and they'll be a lot safer and happier in the long run. But anyway, it is a new vlog, and this guy literally loves me. I'm sorry, I'm being so distracted, but this horse, honestly, I feel like is my best mate. He's literally my best friend. But back to today's video. It is going to be so much fun. We are going to Cheltenham tomorrow and Wednesday, and I have a styling appointment at the Holland Cooper boutique, and I'm staying at number 131 Cheltenham with Holland Cooper. It is their stay in style package. Honestly, so excited. I cannot wait. And then on Thursday it is the glorious Goodwood Magnolia Cup races, and that I'm very excited for. Goodwood have so kindly given me 4 tickets for me and my girls. Okay, they're literally, that is a tail bagging my car, by the way. That's how close they are to my car. So yes, a day at Goodwood on Thursday, which is very exciting. So anyway, I am going to stop waffling on this introduction. I feel like we've been sat here for a while. I kind of feel like autumn is in the air. I've got a very thick cardigan on, but the back is the most, oh my gosh, I'll leave it linked if it's still in stock. It is the cutest thing ever. For Jack Russell lovers, there is a big Jack Russell on the back of this cardigan. I'm obsessed with it. And then underneath I've just got a little shirt on. I've got some Holland Cooper jeans on, Fairfax and Favour belt, and my Birkenstocks, because we're getting some steps in today. During these explorations of the forest, I end up walking for miles to get all the content in, which obviously is very good for me, but for my feet we need comfort. So yeah, let's go and explore Berley. He's now got friends incoming. love it. Pre-apology for wind noise and potential road noise as well. I've just parked up at the Berley Manor, which is behind me, and we're now going to start our adventure around Berley. And if you plan on visiting the New Forest, then as I said, Berley is one of my favourite villages, and my eyes are watering. But the Berley Manor is one of my favourite hotels, I mean in the New Forest anyway, but specifically in Berley. But as far as hotels go, then the Berley Manor, chef's kiss. The menu is amazing, there's a gorgeous spa, it's on a deer reserve as well, so the wildlife is always surrounding you, and it's also such a beautiful building. And after walking down the long driveway, then reach the road which takes us into Berley. Also, fun fact is the cattle grids such as these stop the cows, donkeys and horses from actually crossing in and then going up towards the hotel, so the only wildlife you'll more than likely see up there is the deers. However, the horses, etc., all come through the village. So, let's go see if we can spot any. Driving up here, there were horses in a bus stop, which was very fun. And this is my favourite spot for a sandwich. Yeah, how are you? Good, thank you. Can I get an iced blueberry latte? Thank you. Just with normal milk would be fantastic. Well, I've not got very far. I've just walked down the bottom of the hill into the Fast Cafe, which is shopping cafe, and I've grabbed it to myself a matcha. And if there's one thing that you know about me, I love a blueberry matcha more than anything else in the world.
So loads of things like that have changed.
And it's a really good one as well. So good.
So they're changing.
Well, after a few many thousands of steps, pretty warm. Cardigan has come off. I'm back in the car. I did some shopping. So, the first thing I bought was from the Berley Fudge shop. And that has to be the most aesthetically pleasing sweet tooth person shop in the world. It's so cute, it almost gives American vibes, but equally in terms of British shops, it sort of takes you back 20 years ago to when everything was very pretty, simple, soft. Oh, I don't know, it's just, walking in there, it feels nostalgic, but also transporting to the US, all in the same breath. And we all know how much I love the US. So, my favourite fudge. So the last time I went in there, oh my gosh, I nearly bought half of the shop. This time, I know my favourite thing, and I'm trying to be a little bit healthy-ish at the moment. So I've got the milk chocolate clotted cream fudge, and it's basically Swiss milk chocolate. Hand dipped, each one is hand dipped in, sorry wait, let me restart that sentence. It's clotted cream fudge, hand dipped in Swiss chocolate, and it's a big old bag and is totally delicious. Honestly, this is the best thing in the whole entire world. So very excited to have another bag of that. And then I went into a little pet shop. It's called Pelly and Purdy. Oh my gosh, the cutest shop ever. And I was talking to the owner. It's so lovely to not only find a really independent pet shop, and or any shop really, but when somebody loves what they do so much and every single thing has been thought out so beautifully, oh, I don't know, it's just a lovely thing. And I have a little I have a very cute little haul here, but very excitingly she's just launched her first ever Pelly and Purdy product, which is called Enchanted Solve, and obviously enchanted because Berley is a witch's village, and the little logo is a doggy on a broomstick, but this is the Enchanted Solve to go on any sores, scratches, dry feet in the summer, anything like that. So that's really exciting, and I'm sure many more products to come, and I love finding, and I love things like this as well, stories like this where I have their first ever product. Is so exciting. So that's amazing. And then they had a doggy bakery in there, which you would have seen. That was dog food, that wasn't human food, that is a doggy bakery. Some of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, and that goes for human food as well. It was beautiful. But I picked up the girls quite a few treats, and I have got them carrot cake treats, because carrot cake is probably, aside from coffee, probably my favourite cake. Pork burger and pepperoni pizza treats. These were $1.99, and also these were $1.99, which I just think is amazing, and everything in that shop is UK based, and the majority of the brands in there are independent brands as well, including these treats, which are hand baked in the UK, and it's from the brand Wonderful World of Treats. $1.99. I mean, it's so wonderful supporting small businesses. And then I got on the way out Zoomy Bites. The colour is beautiful and the packaging is so aesthetic, and these are in the flavour peanut butter and banana. Honestly sounds so good just to eat yourself. And then she very kindly sent me away with a little peanut butter bone. Honestly, so unbelievably cute. So I thoroughly recommend, obviously, popping in to both the Berley Fudge and to Pelly and Purdy if visiting Berley. The only place now that's left for me to do my little tour is I've got to drive to the White Buck, which is one of my favourite pubs in the New Forest again, and in its entirety. So when I say that Berley is one of my favourite villages, Berley really is, because it has some of my favourite specific places here. Berley Manor, which is straight in front of me now, as I said earlier, beautiful, beautiful hotel, and the White Buck is, oh my gosh, an incredible pub. The menu is amazing. The outdoor seating in the summer is fantastic, but it's the cosiest winter pub as well, with roaring fires, and it's always packed, which is always a very good sign for a good pub, is when it's full. So I'm off there now, and then it's home time. I've got so much editing to do tonight. Oh my gosh, I've got to get the week's video that's just gone live on YouTube ready, because it's the only day that I've got to do it, and it's a long one, I think. So there's a lot of, even if it doesn't end up long, if I end up cutting out a lot of my yap and waffle, there's a lot of footage. There's 80 gigabyte of footage for that one, so I need to sit there and sort that out with a good cup of tea when I get home. So I need to stop yapping, because otherwise this vlog will also take me 10 years to edit next week. But I hope you loved seeing Berley. Okay, so just watering my hydrangeas, which aren't looking that healthy anymore. We've got one at the back which is doing okay, and then this one was actually bought at the same time that this one was bought, and they've been planted next to each other. This one thrived, this one less so. So I don't know whether this was what's the word I'm looking for? The equivalent to social suicide, but in a gardening's perspective. I've unplanted it from the ground and potted it, thinking it might get more hydration, I don't know, more drainage, I don't know. We'll see, but I've also put some hydrangea food in there on top and within the soil as I planted it as well. And to be honest, look at this, let me zoom you in. That's green there, isn't it? Like, that's still an alive plant, do we think? I don't know. Oh, Gigi's here to say hello, everybody. But I don't know. It was dying anyway in the ground, so it's either going to survive or not survive. But we've still got this little guy who's quite happy, and then over here, if you put steps. This I bought the other day and it was thriving. I planted it here, and then like 3 or 4 days after I brought it home, obviously we had that horrendous heat wave and she died quite drastically everywhere, but she's now coming back alive and has some new shoots and leaves. I think, do you call them shoots? I don't know, stems? I don't have a clue. I'm not a gardener, but I also have no idea what I'm on about. But I do know when something's pretty, and this currently not so pretty. Am I best to chop this off? Does it help to chop them off? I don't know, but she is coming back alive again, which is great. My roses are all really happy though. And this one was a baby rose the other day and didn't have anything on it and is now thriving. This is within about 2 weeks. Yellow roses over there. That very dead looking rose is a new David Austin rose actually. We bought that together a couple of weeks ago and that also hated being planted and hated the heat wave, but I'm hopeful that that's going to recover, maybe. And these were lilies which 2 days ago were beautiful and now they've gone. They've dispersed everywhere else that they shouldn't be. But my peonies are doing really well, and excuse my parcel on the side there, but I think they should be beautiful by next year. And then the hydrangeas over here around grass that desperately needs cutting. So bizarre, that needs cutting, this is dead. Look at that, it's so weird. But yeah, they're not doing too well, to be honest. They just hated the heat wave, and to be honest, these are kind of like partially shaded. It's now sort of 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so midday heat, and they're not really in the sun, and they've still hated it. But anyway, that's the hydrangea update. Potentially very boring content. And I don't know if you can see, but there is a very rare animal under there. Are you hiding? But just lastly, on my little gardening expedition, I planted this at the beginning of the year. I can't remember what it is. Maybe a begonia? Does that sound about right? I picked it up in M&S and it didn't have anything, it was just a bulb. And now, look, I need to turn it around this way now. Look how pretty she's gonna be. There is no better feeling than getting home and chucking the comfy clothes on. And I will die on that hill. There is no better feeling. It's either pyjamas and fresh sheets or the second you get in. Keys on, cozy cardi, hair back. This is the feeling. Other than that feeling of taking your makeup off, which I can't do yet because I've got a little bit of filming to do. Hence my top half is a little bit more put together. But otherwise, makeup off, skincare on, this is like the #1 feeling. But anyway, before I make a cup of tea and begin the packing for tomorrow, there's been a little update on the photo wall. It's still not quite finished, but we do have some new additions. So obviously the lights are off, so the whole sort of aesthetic of it isn't 100% yet. This one down here still needs changing because it is just a random plant now in amongst really pretty either imagery or artwork. But I need to get a print that is the correct size for that first, and I'll more than likely get a print sort of similar to this one of me and Maggie. This here you'd have seen last week, which is me when I was in lead rein, and I'm probably 4, maybe 5 in this photo, and obviously waiting for the results in Ahoy's show pony lead rein class, wondering if I'd got the special ticket, of which at one point I did get the special ticket, which is quite a fun fact. Then onto this guy, Amazon. I'll leave it linked. £24, I think. It's beautiful. I mean, just stunning, and it's on a canvas drop, so it's slightly textured. That's actually one of my favourites on the whole wall, actually. Amazon, honestly insane. Also, just quickly up here, we've got a little GG, and basically I bought all of these frames. I bought about 14 frames on eBay for I think £35. Some of them have come a little bit damaged. This one needed super gluing. So this is me and Dingo, and I love that photo. It's just very aesthetic. I mean, I know it's more of me than the horse, but it's quite an aesthetic photo. And then this one of Gigi was actually taken the other day as I was vlogging, but otherwise I don't really have any photos of her. And it's, I don't know, I'm just enjoying having photos of family and pets and things, basically. So anyway, moving across, let me find the lighting where the light's best. Me and Maggie, that was taken a couple of years ago. I took that myself actually on my big camera and big lens, and it was on a self-timer. Zoom in and show you Maggie's beautiful face here. Hang on a second. There you go, look at that. I was just so lucky that somebody was walking by at that moment and I got that shot. All the while, my eyes are also open and I'm looking kind of cute as well. So that was the biggest win-win. It doesn't quite fit the frame. I do need to get a white border. I have just sort of chucked it in there just so I could see if it worked, and I think mainly as well because the rest of the photos were in colour. I was then thinking, because that was also before I got these, I was thinking, is black and white going to work amongst colour? But actually I think it does, and that I might make black and white, just so that there's a little bit more black and white going on, and that over there isn't staying in there either, so that's going to be more than likely black and white too. Anyway, further down, I picked up this piece of artwork on eBay as well. It is a print, it's a print of art, but in a beautiful frame, and that came just like that actually. And again, wasn't super expensive. It would have been sort of around the 30, maybe 20 to 30 mark, I think. I bought quite a lot of eBay actually. I'm not usually an eBay person, but for things like this I have been, and I've been loving it. Underneath, my mother and I as a baby. Mum looks super young there as well, and I picked this up from my nanny and granddad's house. I say my nanny and granddad's, my now granddad's house the other day. Then going up to here, this is again me and Mum, and that would have been the same show pony that I would have been riding here, Twyland's Polly, who was one of my first horses, and oh my gosh, the biggest diva in the world. Could barely sit one side of her if she was in a mood. If she wanted to do some somersaults, my goodness me, you could feel them coming half an hour before they came. But that was actually us at the Horse of the Year show, and yeah, she was worked in for a very long time in order to go into the ring and not absolutely go insane. But yeah, that's us at Hoy's, and then underneath is Clanarth Sotheby, my section B, pony of a lifetime, aside from obviously my darling Ringo. Again, took me to Hoy's. We were 4th, I think, at Hoy's as well. Went to the Royal International dozens and dozens of times. He was a little red rosette machine, loved his job and was just such a good boy. He was one of those that loved life. He's still going and has honestly given so many children just the most wonderful childhood. The next child after me, she actually now rides for Team GB, and he used to take her to school every morning and pick her up from school, and just, oh, he's been through, I mean, he's one of those horses where he's so loved that every single person that's bought him after us has kept in touch, and so we followed his whole life, and he's probably now early 20s, I'd say, and I think if I remember rightly, he's currently with a little boy, but he might have moved on to the next child now, I can't remember, but he has honestly just brought so many children up and just oh, it makes me want to cry, honestly, just an absolute superstar of a pony, real superstar of a pony. But actually, funnily enough, we were the only home that showed him. Everybody else has either had fun, dressage, jumping, cross-country, eventing. They've done everything else but showing, and I mean, in the show ring, just totally unstoppable. But it was really nice that he had that uber competitive life and then sort of semi-retired, I guess, and has just had fun ever since. So that was wonderful. Then under here, this is a little hunting prince, which I picked up the other day at a horse show actually. Super cute, and there was two. There was a matching one, it was that one, and this was turned the other way around, but I really liked the frame and didn't want two sort of similar photos. I don't think I can really get much more on this wall without it looking too much. I think this is actually, I'll show you it from afar in a second, but I think if we go any higher, it's just not, annoyingly there's some marks on the wallpaper which I'm not a fan of. I'm not sure how they've got on there. I'm really not a fan of that, so maybe we do need to take it higher. That's not good, that's dirty finger marks, isn't it? Of somebody putting up wallpaper. We don't like that. Anyway, then moving on to this little bit here, which has just gone up today actually. Not 100% sure on this, but I think it's one of those that because I'm used to this now, something new is sort of distracting me. But Ringo is making his debut on the wall. That was at the MPS summer show in the Hoy's qualifier. He was an absolute tit bag. Sotheby loves his job. Ringo loves life and wants everybody to know how much he loves life. He napped to go in the ring. He naps to go out the ring. He gets his private areas out and in full force in front of everybody, usually during the conformation, and you know, yes, won't put it away and it's not dormant. So that's great. But we love Ringo, and he is always very beautiful, even if he's beautiful for not that long before he starts, you know, being crazy dinosaur Ringo at a horse show. Anyway, that's one of the little frames as well that I picked up on eBay. I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger. They're quite small, as we can see, and that one is a Super Diddy one. Anyway, then there's this little print which I picked up for the frame actually on eBay, and it's some goats and some chickens. A little bit random on the wall, so it's going to be removed, but it's there for the frame, and it's just there just so it's up, so I can eventually move it, like move the photo around once I've got a print that fits into there. And then, because we've got Maggie up there, and then we've got Bridgie, and because we've got Maggie there, I kind of need another one of Maggie. Maybe that could be Maggie. I don't know. I don't want anything where it looks like I've got favouritism, because I really don't. But I've got my little Bridgie bum down there. Sorry, I'm just on a creaky stair. But look at her. That was in the back of my car last year, and it just so happened to be perfect in black and white because it was so dark in the back of my car. It's kind of created the perfect photograph. And then this mirror, Amazon, I was expecting it to be slightly golder. That is the only thing, but I'm impatient, and once it arrived I was like, it's here, I'm going to keep it. So it's quite dark, but there are some dark accents on the wall, so it is kind of fine. Excuse the, what am I talking about? The Hoover in the background. So yeah, that's in there, and then that one over there, also Amazon. But I think this is enough. Do we think this is enough? I don't know. I feel like if we could go one higher. We could go some like smaller one highers, but I don't know. Is it one of those walls where if you start you have to go all the way to the top, or do I leave it as it is? I'm not going to do anything until this video goes live, so please let me know. I say that and I'll be impatient tomorrow and the whole wall will be covered. But I don't know. I really do like it. It's giving exactly what I wanted to give. Oh, and also, I bought these off of eBay. I've got one more to go up, but I ran out of plate sort of holder things. So that's coming tomorrow from Amazon. So that will go there. But this is a sort of like a crazy useless bit of wall here, really. So it's now got some decorative horsey plates. They are the finest bone china from St. Louis, made in England. Yeah, really pretty. And again, eBay. And that is my wallpaper. It was much creamier online to what it arrived, but actually the sort of warmer tone has grown on me. And I don't think it's too bad. It looks a little bit creamier, that side, doesn't it, actually? But yeah, I am really happy with it. I definitely am. I feel like now it's everything sort of coming together. It all looks so much better. It's just been a process, and the bathroom still hasn't been done. And the bathroom was going to be done while I was away tomorrow and Wednesday, but the order is now delayed. So that's not happening, so I've now got to plan another trip at some point next week, so that the bathroom can be done, because I've got one bathroom. So I cannot be here because there is one toilet, one bath, one shower, one sink. I mean, I've got a kitchen sink, but you know, realistically I need a bathroom in my home if I'm staying in my home. So yeah, that's that. But anyway, cup of tea, pack for tomorrow, and then I need to sit and edit literally all evening. So I will see you when we come to pack. So I've got a new hand luggage case, and I think it's the prettiest hand luggage / suitcase I've ever seen in my life. It's so retro, but just so pretty. It's in the pistachio. I think it's called pistachio. It's either called pistachio or sage. I'm pretty sure this is pistachio. But it is just beautiful, and it came with the luggage tag as well, and it's from a brand called Level 8. And if you guys remember, and if you watched my vlog before LA, I shared with you my love for this brand, and I shared with you the luggage that they sent me for that trip. Well, they've since sent me this, and it's super secure as well with a locking system. You then have a gorgeous cream interior. Aesthetic wise, I don't think it gets much better than this. It came with this as well, which is great for keeping your passport in, any sort of belongings that you need to keep in a little pouch and get access to quick when on the go and travelling. It also comes with this little guy as well, which I often keep my laptop or my iPad in whenever I'm travelling. And then you've got this to keep, you know, all your clothes and belongings in there safe. You can tell I've used it the other day because I've still got my scrunchie in there. Another zippable mesh compartment there, and then obviously these come down too. And what Level 8 are promoting at the second is reusing your old suitcase if and when purchasing your new one. And also I do have a discount code which will be in the description box. But so creative what they're doing at the moment with this promotion of the reusing, and they're trying to get people to turn their old suitcases into dog beds. And this is specifically amazing actually if you take your dogs in the car a lot. Halving the suitcase, for example, let me show you actually. Split it in two and have something like this in the boot of my car with a pet bed in the middle, and it's then so easy to get in and out of the car whenever my dogs aren't travelling, if I needed the boot for storage or for anything else, if, you know, shopping bags, etc. It's super easy to take in and out. It's obviously as well providing comfort and sort of a safe place for my doggies, and also being great for the environment and reusing your old suitcase. So I'll leave all of the details in the description box, and happy reusing your old suitcase. But I now absolutely need to get the energy to pack. I hate packing so much, and think about what I want to wear. I think that's the main reason that I hate packing. It's not because I hate packing. I actually find packing quite therapeutic. It's having to think. Just that sentence in general is enough to just go mind numb. Having to think is a lot, but having to think about what I want to wear when I'm not there. I might change my mind tomorrow. I might be bloated tomorrow. I might not be bloated and so want to show off the fact that I'm not bloated. I don't know what I want to wear tomorrow. I don't know what I want for dinner tonight, let alone what I want to wear tomorrow. But alas, things have to be done. It's raining. Good morning everybody. From me at my big fat spot this morning, coffee is in hand, and it is time to go and walk the doggies in the rain. And just like that, walking is in session, and it is time to begin. Guys, I know there's going to be some people not happy with me saying this. Oh, Bridget's one of them maybe. This is giving autumn. Look at the leaves, the colour of the sky. It's now not raining, so it's the perfect weather. Warm coffee, not iced coffee. The treats, these are the pork burger ones, and so far they've gone down very well. Come on Maggie, she's got all the friends. Oh, someone's just said they still look like puppies. Everybody always thinks they're puppies, but Maggie's 10 and Bridget's 6. But yes, warm coffee, brown clothing on, and it's really manifesting my favourite time of the year really, isn't it? It's coming. The dark sky, leaves, orange and brown aesthetic. My time is coming. My time is coming. They've just got the happiest little bottoms in the world. Okay, if you want a sweetie, you've got to be nice with sweeties. Sit! Sit! Right, sit! You want a sweetie, you gotta sit. Not somersault, sit! Sit! Bridgie, you're thinking about it. Sit! She gets dirty on the floor, go on then. One for you. One for you. I think I nearly lost a finger. Got another one. Another one. Thank you. That was definitely a finger loss there, Bridgie. Thank you so much. You're so gentle. Maggie is actually really gentle with getting sweets. Bridget is, she's all for her. No one else is allowed her sweeties. Oh, funny. Grey sky, guys. I'm so happy. I'm not happy about the massive mountain that I've got on my face this morning. But other than that, and also the very first sighting of blackberries. Look at that. Blackberry crumble incoming. I feel like this is quite early for blackberries, isn't it? I suppose it's July, end of July. What is it, the last day of July today? I think near enough, so maybe not so early, but I think the heat wave and everything being so dry is definitely bringing autumn in quicker. And now we've got rain and it's so exciting. Oh, everything is so purple and so pretty. And this is actually a really nice walk because if you don't want to get muddy, quite a lot of it is on a gravel path. Some of it isn't, but that is realistically through choice. So even in the winter, in the dark depths of the winter, when everything is pretty mucky, you can sort of stay somewhat dry and clean around here. The middle gets kind of quite boggy, which Bridget loves a bit of bog. So sometimes we will put on our wellies and go through there to make Bridget happy. Maggie would rather do anything than get muddy. So if she ever does get muddy, it's a very sad day for her. But yeah, you can pretty much stay dry. And I don't think I've told you where this is, and this is in a place called Rockford Common. And it's massive. You can walk for miles and miles. So where we went last week is Ibsley Common, which is up over that hill over there. So there's a very short distance between the two, and you can actually cover both Rockford and Ibsley Common in a day if you really wanted to get some steps in. And I kind of have done that before quite a lot during lockdown. I covered quite a lot of this area. But this is Rockford Common, and again, you can go for miles that way, or that way, and kind of that way too. Further that way, you get towards the road, Moores Court School, and into a little village. But sort of this whole area, you can go for miles and miles. It's very lovely. But what I love most about this is that you don't have to go for miles, and you can do this little sort of 40-ish minute track and get home and start your day before the day really begins. And everyone's clean. Usually seen some ponies. Yeah, it's a lovely way to get some fresh air in the morning, get the steps in with some beautiful views. It's fair to say that a service station absolutely hates to see me coming. But I'm in the car, I'm filled up, and I'm ready to hit the road and head up towards Cheltenham. Volume has been achieved. Volume has literally been achieved. I'm now 8 minutes around the corner. It kind of looks like it's going to tip it down, and I've not been here before, so I'm hoping the car park's on a long walk to the reception, because I don't want to get this wet. I'm actually kind of quite enjoying the whole blow dried. Like, how I've done it today is different to how I've usually done it, so I'm kind of impressed with it. Tipping it down, so the likelihood of hair staying gorgeous, as I've got a little bit of a walk to get in, is slim. But anyway, I've arrived. So I'm checked in, and my dinner isn't for an hour and a half, so we have so much time to do a room tour. It's beautiful. The bathroom is insane. I have been moved rooms because it is absolutely tipping it down outside. I've been moved into the main house, so I didn't need to get wet, which I'm very grateful for, because I have a very long dress on and I couldn't be happier. I'm looking at the most beautiful building, the rain literally coming down in cats and dogs, and it's so cozy. I'm so excited to have just a real cozy solo girls' night in this hotel room. So let me turn you around and give you the tour. Here I am. So this is my little entrance, and then welcome to, wait for that to darken down, welcome to my room. Aircon unit I've turned off because it is actually quite cold today. I've got a little vanity unit here, my bags, but this is a better look at the room itself, and I've been left some gorgeous goodies. We'll undo in a little second. This looks like the comfiest bed ever, and I really love the overhead lights as well. I think they're gorgeous. A comfy sofa, gorgeous armchair. Over here, what have we got in the snack department? Serious pig. We've got some snacking pickles. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so hungry. Some snacking cheese. Sausage flavour crisps ×2. We've got some salami. There's some wine. What have we got in here? This is then what we can order, I'm assuming, to the room. Underneath, oh, so this is where I'm going for dinner this evening, which is the Japanese restaurant here. And I am very excited for this. Truffle asparagus carpaccio, that sounds unbelievable. Oh, it's going to be a good night. It is going to be a good night. But anyway, let me show you through to the bathroom, which is beautiful. Couple sink, freestanding bath, and a couple shower. But the best part, there's no couple here. It's just me. I have all of this space all to myself. And I'm very happy about it. But also as well, a moment for the wardrobe. There's a Dyson hairdryer in here, guys. Definitely might have to have a cup of tea, especially as they've got Biscoff biscuits in there as well. There's a coffee machine. Here's the fridge. Haha, that's where there's all the little cocktails and things. Night timber. There's some milk, waters. Perfect. Umbrella, definitely going to be needing that for tomorrow. To open up my presents because I'm very excited for this. See if you'll balance on the cushion. So far, not doing great. There we go. What have I got? It's either going to be room spray or a diffuser. This is very bright. How do we turn the brightness down? There we go. Is that too dark? I don't know, but yeah. Diffuser or room spray? The room spray. And this is their original fragrance and it is incredible. I actually have this downstairs and I was really wanting one upstairs. Oh, it's incredible. It's actually incredible. So very, very happy with that. And then I've got some gin and juice tokens for later as well, which is also very exciting. And yeah, I'm gonna make myself a lovely cup of tea. And I've got a little while to chill before I need to think about getting ready for dinner. And I think because it's raining, I actually might wear flat shoes this evening because there's nothing worse. There's literally nothing worse than wearing heels in the rain. I'm at that age where comfort absolutely comes above all, but actually, let me put you guys down here because I know exactly what's going to happen. I'll end up having a cup of tea, getting cozy, and then thinking I have no time to get ready for dinner. I won't be able to show you this because I was sent, oh my gosh, the most gorgeous parcel yesterday, and I wanted to open it with you, so I brought it with me today because you need to actually see this unboxing in all of its presence, because it's literally an unboxing like nothing else. So you get your first box, a fragrance de bois, which is one of my favourite fragrance companies ever. Okay, so the box, you undo the box, gift receipt, and then you're welcomed with this, which is a box inside of another box. This box, beautiful, looks like this. Open up this box, welcomed with another box. And then you open up this box and, did you guess correctly, another box. But this is the last box. It's a black velvet box which looks beautiful on a vanity, but just wait, because you open it up and it's almost like an oyster, and you open an oyster and find a pearl. And inside is the most beautiful bottle of perfume ever. So I wear Sirène a lot, which is Fragrance de Bois' first ever purely female fragrance. They have one specifically for men now and one specifically for women, and all of the others are unisex. However, for me, Siberian Rose, which is this one of my favourites, is very empoweringly feminine. It's got that sort of slight scent of unisex to give you that sort of sexy, empowered feeling, but oh gosh, with the touch of the rose, it's so delicate and just, oh my gosh, you can smell this through the screen. It's absolutely beautiful. So that is my fragrance of this trip, and it's very, very special, and I feel very, very lucky to have this. But you needed to see the full unboxing from the actual delivery package all the way through, because it is an experience like none other. But now I am going to make a cup of tea and I am going to get cozy, and I have some content to create, and I need to create some content as well. So that is my next plan, and we'll get ready. And I can guarantee you it's still going to be a rush to get ready for dinner. Yes, I'm running late for dinner, but I am now ready, and I'm just finishing off my glass of champagne, which arrived at my door just as I was about to get in the bath, which, as luck would have it, was bloomin' perfect timing. And other than adding lip gloss, my makeup has not needed touching up at all, which is wonderful. And I haven't needed to touch the hair. I'm in Holland Cooper this evening. This is a really beautiful black dress. It's the best black dress I own, because it's still cool in the summer, even though it's long sleeve. It's obviously got a sexy neckline, but it's still really delicate and classy. It's quite elegant. You don't really see very much going on. And it's sort of like a midi maxi length. It's got a beautiful floaty skirt. I don't think you can see that because of the darkness, but it ties at the waist as well, so it really cinches you in. And it's just one of those really proper dresses, you know? It's a dress that you buy once and you can wear for dinner, you can wear on a girls' night, you could wear to work, and it is one of those dresses that you can literally wear to any occasion. Dress up, dress down. Now we're starving, so let's go for dinner. I'm so full. I'm honestly fit to burst, but pudding has just arrived and wow. My favourite thing in the world is tempura banana, and I have coconut tempura banana with vanilla ice cream, toffee sauce. I've got the world's very best cup of tea, the best drink in the whole entire world, and I've been sipping on pineapple juice all evening, which I know is a little bit niche and a little bit random, but I love me a pineapple juice, and I'm in heaven. This camera's not doing it justice, but I have got to that point where I'm now so full I'm exhausted. And here is my pudding lineup. Good morning, everybody. I'm actually up and awake and sort of almost ready to start the day. I'm just about to, other than my hair, I'm going to nip down to breakfast once I put some curls through here. There is somebody doing work outside, construction work. Oh my gosh, they've been so noisy this morning. But it is nearly time for breakfast, and if there's one thing I love, it is a hotel breakfast. Dinner last night, oh my gosh, it was absolutely delicious. I came back and had a shower, did my skincare. I sat with, I brought my iPad with me, so I sat and watched Gilmore Girls whilst editing away, getting my stories ready to post today, and just doing things on your own is, oh, it's marvellous. You do everything on your own time. No stress, it's bliss, and so if you needed a sign to start doing things solo, then let this be your sign. And obviously I've actually travelled, I say travel, I've never been sort of travelling, but holidays and things I've done solo as well, and it is scary, like, don't get me wrong, you do get the fear, but start with some, you know, local to you staycations, a nice hotel. It's total bliss, honestly. Anyway, I'm waffling, I'm yapping. I'll leave this colour in the description box because it's fabulous. Amazon, absolute bargain, and my favourite colour of all time. And it's quick as well, and it also works when you go travelling in America. Now don't get me wrong, it doesn't heat up that hot. I think it gets to about 160, which is the lowest heat, but it does heat enough to get something. And if you frequently visit the US and you're from the UK and you take your UK styling products, hair dryers, etc. with the voltage, you'll know, you'll relate, nothing works. This actually does work. And it gets really hot if you want it to get really hot, but obviously I don't do that because hair health. But it is a very nice colour. It's like the perfect thickness, and it's not too big to go in your suitcase, and it's also not very heavy either. Day. I am having the best day. Insanity. I'm having the most incredible day ever, and I have my outfit for the glorious Goodwood races tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. I am home. I've just done my coffee. I am getting ready for Goodwood races today. It is Magnolia Cup Day, which is very exciting, and I am going with Goodwood races and my girlfriends But when I was at Holland Cooper yesterday, oh my gosh, I had the best time. It was one of those days where I pinched myself throughout the whole day, and then I got home, and I think because I was just so overstimulated, I crashed last night, which is why I haven't spoken to you guys since. But it was absolutely amazing, and I already had my outfit plan for today until yesterday when Holland Cooper so kindly offered to dress me. So I'm wearing the pink pinstriped suit with the waistcoat, and it's going to be amazing. And it's also perfect because the weather today looks not glorious, actually. It's glorious Goodwood with unglorious weather. It looks like it's going to tip it down, which is lovely. So probably having my arms covered and being a little bit warmer is probably best for me today. I'm also trying to down all of the electric lights. But Holland Cooper, super kindly as well, have offered to host me today. But because I'm already going, and I'm already going with the girlies, I obviously have an obligation elsewhere. But I am going to pop in at some point and see all of the gorgeous Holland Cooper girlies and everybody that is attending with them today. And with it being Magnolia Cup Day, obviously there to support Kate Hutchins, and it's just been wonderful following all of the girls' journeys actually for the Magnolia Cup this year, and however excited and nervous I'm sure they are today, they're probably sad as well that this sort of journey has come to an end. It's been amazing watching them. So anyway, it is early this morning. It is currently 8 AM. No lip gloss on yet, because as I say, trying to down as much water as I can beforehand. It's one of those where, you know, the hair's more than likely not going to stick if the weather is what it's saying it's going to be. Actually not hairspray either, it's a bit silly. Better that in. This is my favourite. It's the Moroccan Oil Luminous Hairspray, strong finish, weightless, natural look, no sticky residue. It's amazing. She's pretty expensive. She's not a, what's the word I'm looking for, drugstore priced one, but it's big and it lasts a long time and it's pretty bloody good. Anyway, I need to stop yapping away as per usual because I actually do have places to be today. My hair was still wet about 20 minutes ago. I have been using new hair products and I'll leave them linked to my storefront. But obviously, as you know, I've been ranting and raving about this for the last 2 or 3 vlogs. I've probably been using it for a couple of weeks now, which is the Aveda Volumizing Tonic. So good. For volume, so good, without sort of it being crunchy or sticky. But new to me this week, 2 Colourwell products. This is the Dream Coat, which I don't have frizzy or curly hair. And so it's one of those products that I haven't bought into because it's not really for my hair. However, it does almost have like a waterproof coating to it and it's super smoothing. And often in the wind and things, obviously hair and humidity as well, like my hair can sometimes go slightly frizzy. This has kept it so smooth and so soft, and you only use it every couple of washes, and because obviously I don't need a lot of it, I'm only using it sparingly. So I know I can't give a full recommendation because I struggle with my hair being lank and too straight as opposed to frizzy. For what I needed it for, it's insane. And then also the Colourwell Money Mist leave-in conditioner. So good. And also, I always pop 2 spritzes of this in my hand and run it through my hair because this smells amazing and it leaves your hair smelling amazing. And that's the Super Milk from Lush, actually. I don't think it's the best leave-in conditioner, but in terms of like a hair fragrance, it is incredible. And then for heat protectant, it's one of those, I think heat protectant, but I either use the Olaplex, so number 7 bonding oil, or I love this from Redken, and I use the Redken shampoos and conditioners. I use the All Soft most days, I've used that today, and then whatever this range is, which is the acidic bonding range. I use that once a week and or once every fortnight for a little repair, and I love both. I sort of alternate between both of those ranges, and they're bloody lovely. At the moment it's been hairing like never before, so thoroughly recommend. I've just checked my phone and the girls are on their way, and I'm still in my dressing gown, so that's nice. If you watched my vlog the other day where I had a little segment in London, I was with my gorgeous girlfriends Belle and Emily, and they're coming with me today. Lauren, who came to Nashville with me, was supposed to also be coming today, but she isn't feeling too great, so she's pulled out last minute. I think she's looked at the weather, if I'm honest. But it is a girls' day, and Belle has a family member that lives not too far from Goodwood, so we're staying there this evening, meaning that we can have a couple of drinks and let our hair down, which is very, very fun. So yeah, it is going to be a glorious day, rain or shine at Goodwood today. And I love Goodwood. Goodwood is one of my favourite race days of the year because it's a fun day. Nobody takes it too seriously, you know. It's just a really lovely, it almost feels like a real family day, you know. If you wanted a yearly meet where you go with friends and family and just have a gorgeous day, Goodwood, glorious Goodwood is that day. It's blooming lovely. And then we'll chuck on our clothes. I've got a new bag for the day, new shoes for the day. New shoes I feel like is always a little bit of a rogue one, but I wore them for the majority of the day yesterday actually, as I was trying on all of the gorgeous clothes, and my feet were fine. And I'm a girl that is never fine. Feet-wise, I always get blisters anytime I leave the house. Even if I'm in comfy shoes, I'll always get a blooming blister. Back in my Lana Del Rey era, that was the Born to Die album was my school bus anthem when I was growing up. Happy child, clearly. Crying about some boy in the back of the bus that I would have been scribbling down in my notebook about, probably with a heart over his name, and then maybe 24 hours later crossing it out, scribbling it out and putting someone else's name down, probably. I remember I had a crush on a guy, he was actually my boyfriend for nearly 2 weeks. I was in year 8. He kissed me on the cheek. It was my first cheek kiss. And he looked like Edward Cullen, and that was the one reason why I fancied him. And oh my god, I fancied him throughout my whole... it was Easter, and it was just before, this is how heartbreaking it was, and also this was the day that Someone Like You was released from Adele, and it was the last Thursday or Friday, whatever the day is that you break up for your Easter holidays in year 8, and I'd just given him his Easter egg, a Cadbury's one. You know, the ones that cost about £1, maybe £2, or did anyway, they don't anymore, but they did, they were about £1. It might have been a slightly bigger one, it might have been a £3 one, I might have gone all out for him. And I gave him the egg, and he was like, oh, sorry, I didn't get you one. I was like, oh, that's okay, don't worry. It's fine, I still love you. Anyway, then I'm waiting for my bus, it's 3:15, school is out, school is finished, thinking I'll see him in 2 weeks' time when we're back at school, and his friend comes up to me and he's like, this guy just wants you to know that he's really sorry, but you're dumped. And I remember once I was home, we were jumping straight in the horse lorry, horses were already loaded, and we were going to a show for the weekend. I'm not sure what show it was, but I think it was a stay away one. And if you don't know, I used to do a lot of horse showing back in the day, chasing the Hoys qualifiers up and down the country, and or Easter, it might have been Royal International qualifiers at that point. I think it's Hoys, isn't it? When do the Hoys qualifiers start? Like May? Well, they're actually Easter time. It probably would have been Royal International qualifiers. And yeah, we're in the lorry. Mum's listening to the radio, and Heart or whatever we were listening to was like, and Adele has released a new song today. Please listen to Someone Like You. I remember just quietly crying in the lorry. Trying to hide my tears from my mother as I'm crying over Edward Cullen, basically. That was that. So that's my little sad story of the day. How did I get onto that conversation? Literally no idea. Oh, Lana Del Rey. Anyway, I do need to get dressed and get ready, but look at my new bag for the day. It's already full. It's heavy. It actually fits so much inside of here. It's the same as my black tweed one, but obviously in the cream and the pink. And it's giving Barbie. I love it so much. And not that I'm gonna need them, but it is gonna suit the look. It's quite a empowered look, so I'm probably gonna wear sunglasses even if it is chucking it down, which may be totally ridiculous, but it's part of the outfit, it's the accessories, right? And these sunglasses, I saw them yesterday and I was like, yeah, no, it's a need. I love them, but alas, time to get dressed. Fragrance today. It's so good. It's so good. I'll leave it linked. I'll do a quick waterproof. setting spray as well. And do your lip gloss outfit on, and we're good to go. Everything's better with lip gloss. Okay, right, I need to stop waffling on because I'm really taking my time now. So I will see you guys at the races. I'm so excited, and I'm going to try and vlog as much as I possibly can of the day.
Me and him had a special thing going on. Oh yeah. Just close eye contact. Oh. All in the eye.
The non-naughty friend. Just a light shower. We haven't seen rain in the south in a very long time, and all of a sudden
it's all come all at once.
Oh my god. Unbelievable. How do you press play?
It's on.
How? Hey guys. Can you zoom out?
I think that's the furthest it goes out.
Heavily unflattering angle.
All that is.
You always have to have this angle?
Yeah.
Well, thank God I'm not a vlogger.
Also, why are you blurry?
Oh yeah.
Blurry? Hang on, let's start again. Wait, hang on. Move a finger a second. Wait, hang on, you go. Oh my god, you look stunning!
Why did it zoom in though? Make it go back out!
You look gorgeous.
Hi guys!
I don't know if that's it.
Here we are.
It's Emily's channel now. I like the up the nostril.
This is so unflattering. Maybe it'll be better this way. Hi guys, you're coming to me from the pit. We're placing some bets. Scarlet's a big time better in her free time.
I've not put one bet on.
Can't stop her gambling.
You can't put that. It has to be positive.
Just kidding.
Yes.
Big it. What else can we say?
Tell us about your outfit.
Oh, so glad you asked. Actually, my outfit is from Aspiga. It's generally for old ladies, but we're actually both in Aspiga numbers.
Also for an old lady.
Yeah, 28 going on 82, so that's cool. Scarlet actually looks her age. Hold on, I'll show you. And the inside of my mouth. Cheers, give us a toe to head to toe.
Or toe to head. No one starts with the toe.
On a Cooper. On a Cooper. On a Cooper. On a Cooper.
Do an up angle. Go up. Yeah, that's not it.
There we are. Your turn.
I'm just in a dress, that's it.
What are you wearing?
This is the lady in pink.
Dress is from a fliege.
Waving.
It's called Mike.
Storm Michael, is that?
Storm Michael.
Okay, now we're back in the room.
Back to me. Okay, so we're hoping for number
So
2.
back to me, the rightful owner of this program. Who are you backing?
Yours, number 2, Merchants.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Come on, number 2.
We're damp. We're very, very damp. But the rain is stopping. Emmy, our number 1 vlogger over here.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Made myself a
But she's also the winner of every single race.
2 wins up. I'm a winner.
And who's the number for the next one? Number 5.
Number 5.
It's the favourite of the race, so 5. Belle, what number?
Oh, I don't know.
5?
I'm gonna say number 5. Or number to mix it up. Let's go.
You like Get Ready to Rumble?
I did like that one.
Number 4. 4 and 5.
Yeah, I was like the man.
We're
It's
also
not
in the champagne. What do you call this? A champagne bar tents, and they're not shoving. They're not shoving. They're not serving champagne. Sad times. Most upset person.
I'm the most upset person.
Yeah.
I have asked them to serve it, but not
They
yet.
will not. They will not do so.
just specifically to Scarlet and Emily.
Here she is eating finest chalk stream delicacy. This is what she has. You can't see that.
It's the prawn and crayfish sandwich.
Oh, I lied to you all. Sorry about that. I'll give you an accurate. What did she have? The crayfish and prawn roll. So if you want to have a look what Scarlett's putting in her mouth right now, it's this one.
And it's very good.
£17. Anyway, big spenders out today.
It's very good. We've got him.
Out of 10.
Solid 9.
Really?
It's quite hard to eat. And sticky.
She's double parked. Woo!
And Emily's won another race.
And I, back to me, I've just won another one, so I'm winning all around. 3 wins in a row. Are you having a good day?
Oh, no, it stopped raining. Lovely.
What about your-
I've got frizzy hair. Wonderful.
What about your feet?
My feet are really wonderful. So wonderful. They're not swollen. They're not
At all.
They're not bleeding. The great British summer has departed.
It's definitely like the definition of glorious Goodwood.
We've actually had every single weather today.
We had it got too hot. We had to make onion strips.
Yeah.
And then
We would have enjoyed that.
Like sunglasses.
yeah.
And then
Hair behind the ears because it's
rain.
disgusting.
And then it got a bit chilly.
Yeah. And now it's okay. Now this is like doable weather, right? It used to cold.
I'm chilly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not quite doable, but it's better. It's great. And then now serving champagne again.
Woo!
I will double parked. Where did my drinks go?
With her.
Oh.
I moved them when she was like, I'm drinking yours.
Yeah.
Bye now.